What if I told you that not having friends doesn't mean you're broken? Psychology reveals something most people miss. Those who struggle with friendships aren't flawed. They're actually wired differently. And once you understand why, everything starts making sense. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sat in a room full of people and felt completely alone? Or forced yourself through conversations that left you drained for days? If you're nodding right now, keep watching, because what I'm about to share might change how you see yourself forever. The fake people filter. Here's the first thing. Your brain has a built-in detector for fake behavior, and it's incredibly accurate. While others laugh at jokes they don't find funny or engage in gossip they don't care about, you're sitting there thinking, why are we doing this? Research shows that self-aware individuals have zero tolerance for inauthentic social games. You catch the subtle eye rolls, the fake enthusiasm, the hidden agendas. It's not paranoia, it's pattern recognition. Your mind is constantly scanning for dishonesty, and when it finds it, your body screams, "Get me out of here." Most people can ignore this. You can't, and that's why your circle stays small. Not because you're judgmental, but because you value your peace more than popularity. The depth problem. Now, imagine this. Someone asks, "How's your weekend?" You could say, "Good, thanks," and move on. But inside, your brain is thinking about purpose, meaning, the conversation you wish you were having instead. Sound familiar? You're not built for small talk. You're built for real connection. When others bond over surface-level chit-chat, you're standing there starving for something substantial. It's like being hungry at a party where everyone's eating cardboard and pretending it's delicious. This makes friendships harder because depth is rare. Most people aren't ready for the conversations you want to have. So you wait. And while you're waiting, others assume you're antisocial. But you're not. You're just selective about who gets access to your inner world. The mental replay loop. Here's where it gets exhausting. After every social interaction, does your brain become a movie theater? Playing and replaying what you said, analyzing their reactions, wondering if you came across wrong. This is called hyper-awareness, and it turns casual conversations into mental marathons. While others leave a party thinking, "That was fun," you leave thinking, "Did I talk too much? Was that joke awkward? Why did they look at me like that?" Your brain never clocks out. It's constantly evaluating, processing, trying to optimize your social performance. No wonder making friends feels like work. The different factor. There's also this. Maybe you've always felt like you don't quite fit. Your humor's a bit off, your interests don't match the group, your way of thinking seems foreign to those around you. Psychologists call this social incongruence. When you grow up feeling different, your brain learns a survival strategy. Maintain distance. It's not that you don't want connection. It's that you've been misunderstood so many times that staying on the outside feels safer than risking it again. The independence paradox. But here's what most people miss. You've become incredibly strong because of this. While others panic without constant social validation, you've learned to enjoy your own company. You solve problems alone, find comfort in solitude, and don't need a crowd to feel worthy. Psychology calls this low social dependency. It's actually a superpower. You're not waiting for someone to complete you. You're whole on your own. And when friendship does come, it's a bonus, not a necessity. The trust barrier. Let me guess, you've been burned before. Maybe you were excluded as a kid, betrayed by someone close, or surrounded by people who took you for granted. Once that happens, your brain builds walls. Not to keep everyone out, but to protect what's inside. You're not closed off, you're careful. There's a difference. You've learned that not everyone deserves access to your world, and you'd rather be alone than let the wrong people in. The energy equation. And here's the physical reality. Social interactions drain you faster than others. A conversation that energizes an extrovert, it leaves you needing 3 hours of silence to recover. Your nervous system processes everything: tone, body language, subtext, emotional undercurrents. It's like running complex software while others are using basic apps. Of course you get tired faster. That's not weakness, that's sensitivity. The fear beneath. But underneath all of this, there's often something else. Fear. Fear of judgment, rejection, not being enough. You want to be funny, likable, confident, but the pressure to perform makes you freeze instead. So you withdraw. Not because you don't want friends, but because the risk of showing up and being rejected feels unbearable. The truth about your inner world. Here's what ties this all together. Every single trait I just described, the depth-seeking, the overthinking, the sensitivity, the independence, these aren't flaws. They're signs of a rich, complex inner world that most people never develop. You notice what others miss. You feel what others ignore. You think in layers while others skim the surface. And yes, this makes casual friendship harder. But when you do connect, those friendships are unbreakable. The people who struggle most socially often become the friends everyone wishes they had: loyal, deep, authentic, real. So if you're watching this and recognizing yourself, understand this. You're not broken. You're just rare. And rare things take time to find their match. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more psychology that helps you understand the parts of yourself others overlook. Because the next video might reveal something you've felt your whole life, but never had words for.